What's the scene on ground? Let me quickly bring in Parvez Alam. He's a former journalist with BBC World. Also with us is John Elliott. He's a correspondent with the Asia Sentinel. He joins us in the studio. Welcome, John. Let me come to you, Mr. Alam. The mood on ground once the news has sunk in. How are people reacting on the street today?
Well, people are very much concerned, even those people who voted for Leave campaign, which means that there's a lot of uncertainty. And to be honest, they were not thinking about having a kind of a contingency plan. That's why they are so much worried what will happen. And as far as the markets are concerned, this could be a temporary reaction. However, serious concerns include lots of things. For example, a number of leaders could be changed, ministry could be changed. Prime Minister David Cameron has already said that he would be resigning in October. So there's a lot of uncertainty and also, kind of worries.
Okay, so they wanted some kind of freedom from worries, John. They were angry at what was happening around because a lot of people have voted. When you look at statistics, 30 million voted, 71.8% turnout, largest since 1992 general elections. But was this misdirected anger?
I think it was, to a large extent. I've been in Britain for the last few weeks, so I've been listening to people there and watching television there. And people were complaining about things which weren't Europe's responsibility. I think it was a general protest vote against all the things that people who've got no chance to have a say in how the place is run were angry about. And this was their chance. You have there was far more debate among people, how should I vote, than I've ever heard in a general election. Yes. So it was a protest vote against all sorts of things, although there is worry about immigration. That was the key issue that does tie directly to Europe.
Okay. What does this mean for investments into Europe? And especially, you're looking at the bloodbath in Japan, you're looking at the stocks that went down in India. What does this mean for the market? Well,
companies that have got investments in Britain will have to consider what they're going to do, whether they'll need to set up other factories in Europe or whether they'll be able to do something or other directly. Anybody going in for the first time will no doubt look at Europe as well as Britain. In the other direction, I would have thought it would be an advantage for India, because Britain would be looking for friends, they'll be looking for investment places, they'll be looking for trade, and therefore things should improve.
Okay. And what happens to Scotland, Mr. Alam? Because Scotland wants to stay in the European Union, England voted out.
Well, the Scottish First Minister, well, you could say that someone like the Prime Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, she has already said that this vote has put her in a big difficulty. Why? Because the Scottish people overwhelmingly have supported the Remain campaign. They wanted to be a part of Europe. Now, obviously, the question on the table at the moment is whether Scotland would have another vote, another referendum, whether it would like to remain a part of the UK or probably would be independent. However, at this stage, she has not confirmed that there would be a referendum, but she has not ruled it out, not as yet, which means that the situation is very, very uncertain as far as Scotland is concerned. Northern Ireland has also decided to vote for Remain, which means that now there would be borders between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. So there's another matter of concern. And there are people in this country who are saying, is this the beginning of the dismantling of the UK or Great Britain as such?
Dismantling of UK is part one. Is this the dismantling of European Union? Because there are voices in France, in Italy, in Netherlands, they want out.
Well, there are suggestions there that there could be referendum. This is clearly the worry. Something which need never have happened.
Oh, absolutely. Should this have happened, or is that democracy? For the moment, many thanks for joining me.